Hi, welcome along to Education Plus, a show brought to you by Wonderpublish Magazine, where we try to bring in the institutional perspective back into the discourse around education and, more importantly, education technology. And today we have with us Mrs Anku Mangwana, the principal of Apex International School, Jaipur. Thank you for joining us, ma'am.
Thank you for inviting Shubham. Good morning. Hope things are going good at your end during this pandemic time.
Yes, ma'am.
Just
We
take care
wish
of
you the
yourself.
same. And ma'am, so let's begin with these are unconventional times. So what has been your experience with managing your time and more importantly this online phenomena?
See, online phenomenon. We are doing much better as we expected when we started it in the month of March. We started in the last week of March.
Mm-hmm,
At
mm-hmm,
that time, the only thing in mind was that learning should not stop. Learning should be a continuous process. Come what
mm-hmm.
may, we'll be putting all stones together to make a building block. So we kept
Okay.
on working harder and started with that. A bit apprehensive because
Mm-hmm.
these all things were new to us at that time.
Yeah.
So I would like to thank the management of Apex
Mm-hmm,
Foundation, Apex International School. They provided us with infrastructure. They
mm-hmm,
provided us with tools and equipments to run those classes successfully.
mm-hmm.
Of course, my teachers, you must have heard about a story of Mother Giraffe. So she kept on kicking its baby just after the birth
Mm-hmm.
because once, twice, thrice, a number of times until the baby stands on its wobbly legs and starts running.
Mm-hmm.
Reason? So she doesn't want that baby should be a feed for lions or hyenas or something
Correct.
like that. That's what my teachers, they had in their mind, that learning should not stop. It should be a continuous process. So
True.
they kept on learning new skills, empowering themselves.
Mm-hmm,
And ultimately, we are really enjoying this online process of teaching, learning. What were
mm-hmm,
the initial hiccups? We've overcome through all those hiccups.
mm-hmm,
And of course, the third major stakeholder are students and their parents. Of course, they've also done their bit. They've also done a lot, provided
mm-hmm,
equipments to the students and to their children,
mm-hmm.
and hand holding them, especially for primary kids, for usage of
Yeah.
these equipments. Yes, through these online classes, we've taught discipline to parents as well as to students,
Mm-hmm.
because it's a bridge between, so knowledge and practice, or what you say, inspirations and
Mm-hmm.
achievements. It's
Absolutely.
very important. So timetable and everything was
Yeah.
shared, and students, they were always ready before the class. Sometimes they were logging in before the teachers and just chit
Wow.
chatting and all, because they were also missing these things. So
True.
while in school, they
Yeah.
used to share a number of things which they were not sharing with their parents. So
Mm-hmm.
this is a time wherein they were chit chatting with each
Mm-hmm.
other. If there is a gap of, hardly it is, if there is a gap of 1 or 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So lastly, the IT team of Foundation, Apex International School, as well as Apex University,
Mm-hmm.
they really helped us a lot.
Okay.
So this is,
Wonderful.
all these things were new. Lots of
Mm-hmm.
trainings were given to teachers on usage. Then we tried so many platforms,
Mm-hmm.
and ultimately landed on Teams.
Yeah. Great, great. So, ma'am, they say that you learn things faster and newer things when you are young. So, for teachers, was it like teacher training all over again with all these equipments, all these things, technology?
Yeah, yes, it was a bit difficult for them. And initially, they were taking classes
Mm-hmm.
from their houses only. At that time, so to train them, yes, we were
Yeah.
at there. Initially, even we used this platform Zoom for
Mm-hmm.
training of our teachers.
Yeah.
So afterwards, we switched over to other platforms. So
Mm-hmm.
lots of trainings were being given to teachers, but ultimately this thing was, as I told you earlier, was set in the mind that learning should not stop. It
Mm-hmm.
should be a continuous process. By keeping that thought in the mind, they kept on working on themselves, empowering themselves, learning new skills. So and yes, in a team, everybody is not alike. Some are learning faster than other, but
Absolutely. Yeah.
they always hand-holded their friends, and the process
Yeah.
and the show
True. Yeah. Yeah.
kept on
Yeah.
going again,
So, so
moving forward.
yeah. So, ma'am, as you said that the parents' involvement has increased. So, do you see it as a overall improvement and much needed thing? Because in the past, everything the onus on completely was on teachers and principals of taking care of kids. So, do you think it's getting better with
Can you
technology?
repeat, Pacha? Can you repeat? What are you asking? Can you repeat? Because
Yeah.
of some problem. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. So, ma'am, I said that the involvement of parents.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, do you think after let's say the pandemic ends, do you think this involvement will continue in this shape and form?
See, during these unprecedented times of COVID-19,
Yeah.
so many parents have got an opportunity to work from home.
Yeah.
Earlier, their kids were after
Mm-hmm.
school, they were either with maids or,
Mm-hmm.
especially in metro cities, if
Mm-hmm.
nuclear families are there, kids were either with maids or
Yeah.
they were in after school care. So
Yeah.
now parents are relaxed, their kids are with them and they are spending quality time with them.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, always there's a group of parents who are not very much keen for these classes. So
Mm-hmm.
we conducted online sessions for those parents
Mm-hmm.
and counseled them. And ultimately they too agreed, because nobody wants to waste one full year of the child. And if learning is happening in the comfort area, in confinement of their home,
Yeah.
wherein child is safe, child is learning,
Mm-hmm.
so ultimately everybody is with us, they've holded our hands, and the process is going on. So happy for that. And I'm
Great. Great.
really, I express my gratitude to the parents also, because they understood our concern also, for our children. And this is the result,
Mm-hmm.
this year in IIT mains, a
Mm-hmm.
student, he scored 100 percentile, Akhil Agrawal, and 17 All India rank, and
Wow.
one got All India rank in one All India rank first in NID, Ashish Balotia, of our students.
Wonderful.
Ultimately, it's a commitment of a parent, teacher, and hard work of student that resulted in that
Great.
yielded a positive result.
Wonderful. So, ma'am, what are the tools that you're using to streamline this online education process?
Yeah, as I told you earlier, it was also a new thing for us. We
Yeah.
worked on it. So currently we are using Microsoft Teams platform for online
Okay.
classes. It's a wonderful one, for
Okay.
assessment also, for assignments, everything. It's your things are being recorded, whether it is attendance
Mm-hmm.
of a child
Mm-hmm.
or submission of assignments
Mm-hmm.
or conducting assessment processes through forms or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's a good tool. Yes, for conducting online classes, teachers are also, it is because while teaching in a class, they see to what kind they are able to disseminate uh,
Yeah.
whatever the concept they want to
Mm-hmm.
teach.
Mm-hmm.
So they kept on exploring various apps, right? So we've switched over to flipping of classroom,
Mm-hmm.
like teachers
Mm-hmm.
are making audios, teachers are making videos with the help of apps and tools. So
True.
and children are watching, they are asking students to watch that video before entering it into the class, because
Yeah.
we have to follow the norms as per CBSE and Pragyata, that we can't give more than 2 periods to
Mm-hmm.
classes 1 to 5, and
Mm-hmm.
3 to 6 to 8, and 4 to 9 to 12. So that
Okay.
way in a day, 40
Mm-hmm.
minutes, because attention span of students is also decreasing.
Yeah.
So yes, they are attending classes, but
Mm-hmm.
with these tools, there are
Mm-hmm.
so many distractions as well.
Absolutely.
All
Yeah.
are not alike. So all students are also not alike. But
Mm-hmm.
earlier the parents were asking them not to use phones and these devices, and
Yeah.
time should be limited. Now
True.
they've been given these things. So
Yeah.
yes, there is also, they want to see, explore internet and
Yeah.
other things too. So
Yeah.
these are the big distractions, and attention span is also reducing.
Mm-hmm.
For
Mm-hmm.
that, teachers are taking the class, they are flipping the classroom. What they are
Mm-hmm.
doing, they are asking them to go through the video in a
Mm-hmm.
class. So 4 to 5 students have been assigned to, lead that discussion, whatever topic has been shared with them. So teacher is simply facilitating the process or mentoring them or giving them extra knowledge about that video. but they are asking them to involve in a teaching learning process. So that way, by flipping the classroom, to some extent, we are successful in catching up their attention and in our, the main aim of
Hmm.
uh, continuation of learning process.
Great, great. So, can we say that students are taking responsibility beyond their age, and teachers are also, giving that space to the students?
Yes, of course. So now it's total responsibility of a child, because teacher is not there in a classroom
Hmm.
to tell them. Yes, teacher is there,
Hmm.
but what I feel again one more positive thing over here. We always say mother is the first teacher. Now
Yeah.
teacher is in student's house. Teacher is at student's place to teach him, and child is under the supervision of parents, the first teacher of a child. So of course things will come out in a better
Yeah.
way. Yeah, for holistic growth of a child, it's not only teaching learning process,
Hmm.
values will also be imbibed, because nobody is that concerned with the child as the parents are,
Yeah.
right?
Absolutely.
Yes,
Yeah.
even we would like to see our kids,
Hmm.
whatever understanding we have, we would like to see that understanding in their eyes. We would like to see they should live the dreams which we are having. So those dreams should be in their hands, and they should move ahead to achieve all those things. So teachers are working harder that way. That is the best reward to a teacher when child is performing well. So they keep on motivating them.
Wonderful, wonderful. Uh, and ma'am, do you see, as my knowledge goes, as per my knowledge goes, you also, join these classes and you also watch what's going on. So, what has been your, your experience? Is there any space for, improvement in terms of technology? Is there something missing? There's a missing piece to the puzzle.
First of all, I would like to thank all technologists, engineers, and all, because they have saved one full year and they've given us this amazing technology
Yeah,
that we are moving ahead with our aim of a continuous learning process.
yeah,
But yes, as I said, necessity is the mother of invention.
yeah.
So now, as we are exploring it, we are finding few gaps. So first of all, we are sharing with our IT team.
Mm-hmm.
If we are not getting solution, then we switch over to helpline numbers of Microsoft Teams and
Yeah.
dropping them mails and
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
getting the things sorted out, or
Mm-hmm.
finding out some few more apps which can be incorporated
Mm-hmm.
to enhance that teaching learning process.
Okay. So, can you give us one example, like a recent one, the some glitch that you faced or something that you? Yeah.
Like while teacher is teaching, she was
Mm-hmm.
making, while preparing a video,
Yeah.
when teacher was preparing a video, so only face of teacher was visible on that video,
Mm-hmm.
right? So
Mm-hmm.
child is not very much interested. I said no, go in for, and size is also big. It's not easy to share through Teams or uh, even through WhatsApp. And yes, Telegram is one more tool which is like heavy uh, things can be shared through that. Then we found out few tools through that. They are able to add up that 3D images, because ultimately we need to, I don't remember the tools, not a technical person. Yes, uh, mm, we are teachers are working on that,
Mm-hmm.
and they are making their presentations more. So I can
Mm-hmm.
simply suggest that no, I'm not happy with that. You to
Mm-hmm.
find out these kind of things to make it better,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah. Yeah.
that way they are working on. And yes, CBSE has also given a platform, Diksha. We are motivating children to use that platform too. Lot of
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
ebooks and material is there as well. And PDFs, we teachers are
Mm-hmm.
providing
Mm-hmm.
ebooks and PDFs. And one thing which I keep on insisting on students as well as teachers, that read at least a a page of a book other than your course book daily. It's
Mm-hmm.
very important to
Yeah.
develop reading habit, because ultimately we need to increase our knowledge.
Yeah.
So that
Absolutely.
is only possible. And if you are reading something, so it is incomplete if you won't write anything. Whatever is in your best is the diary writing. Whatever your day courses there, start with that. Then whatever book you've read, what is the or whatever page or whatever you read, what is the best part, what did you like the most, note down that,
Yeah.
right? So, and daily do one thing good, right? And keep on rewarding yourself for doing
Yourself.
that good thing, right?
Yeah.
And reflect upon, if you're writing a diary, then reflect upon your daily chat, what
Yeah.
I missed today and what thing I did. So that you can, you will be, you are your best, you're your best friend.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you will be well versed with the things. Yes, these are my weaknesses, these are my strengths. So these kind of things, I keep on, sharing with teachers
Yeah.
with students. And so ultimately for holistic growth of a child, during this online process also,
Mm-hmm.
we are sharing these, we are taking this motivational session with students, so that they should not be felt left out or something like that. They are not meeting
Yeah.
their friends, they are not opening up with their thoughts and all. So
Mm-hmm. So, ma'am, what about these, uh, places like libraries, laboratories? What are the alternatives of these places on online education? Yeah.
see, like libraries, ebooks are there, teachers are
Yeah.
sharing titles.
Yeah.
So, but we are asking them to maintain screen time. It should not be much, right?
Mm-hmm. Correct.
And uh, yes, but one page in a day you need to read, and teachers are sharing. And
Mm-hmm.
and for laboratory, for junior classes, not an issue. So
Mm-hmm.
many things are there in a kitchen, which
Yeah.
can be for science experiments. Those things can be used,
Wonderful.
right?
Wonderful. Yeah.
So they are doing that. So how to test starch, and
Yeah.
so by boiling water and adding iodine,
Yeah.
boiling leaf in a water, adding
Wow.
iodine, and then see the color and all. So a few experiments which can be done in or this evaporation, condensation, crystallization. But yes, for senior classes, what
Mm-hmm.
teachers did, they took virtual sessions, virtual
Mm-hmm.
online session in laboratory.
Mm-hmm.
They performed experiments over there, and students have they demonstrated. Now CBSE as well as government has permitted us to we can call them for guidance. So we today also students are here for guidance session, but as per the guidelines of government, maintaining social distancing and sanitization of
Yeah.
the whole place is done. So
Yeah.
they are coming in a small batch of 10 to 12 students
Yeah.
and doing those practices, whatever teachers have demonstrated.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, lab also we took at their place. So
Okay.
online
Wonderful.
lab was, virtual lab was there at their homes as well. So teachers,
Wonderful.
they performed experiments.
Wonderful. Wonderful. And ma'am, what about the extracurricular activities? The
Yeah.
things that
Yes.
can't be, enjoyed alone. Yeah.
Yeah, we did lot many extra, whether we've done plantation drive, teacher has
Oh.
planted so teachers have
Okay.
started in school, because teachers
Uh-huh.
they've joined school from June onwards.
Mm-hmm.
So they were coming when government permitted, when after the lockdown unlock started, they've
Mm-hmm.
started coming to school. So, and students did a day before thing process was totally explained to them. So
Mm-hmm.
then whether it is a teachers day celebration, lot many cards, lot many wishes, poems and everything, they prepared videos and shared, so nice videos. And
Yeah.
then Independence Day celebration, readathon, students, text was given to students. So prepare a video on that. Then their
Yeah.
pronunciation, their time limit, and everything was checked on that.
Yeah.
So singing, dance competitions, so even crosswords, these things we've shared. So now
Mm-hmm.
types of competitions are different now, along with those ones which we used to do earlier. Now group discussions and presentations, they did that.
Okay. Wonderful.
So,
And ma'am,
and we
yeah.
did
Yeah.
virtual run as well in
Virtual
sports
run
activity,
marathon. Oh,
virtual
run.
marathon as well.
Wow.
So, and daily yoga and this aerobics practice is also going on class
Okay.
wise.
So the
So some
students
of the
have
other
to
class.
record themselves, like doing
No,
that.
no, teacher is
Okay.
doing it. They are doing it with teacher in online class.
Okay. Wow. So the roles are, changing. Teachers are becoming trainers as well.
Yeah.
So yeah. So ma'am, before I come to the last question, what do you think the future would look like in 6 to 7 months, let's say in 2021?
See, I don't want to comment on that. If you will be asking me, I want that my kids should be there in the school,
Yeah.
because when rooms are without students, and
Hmm.
there's no noise, and you don't enjoy that.
Yeah.
But looking into the current scenario, their
Hmm.
safety, their health is more important. Until and unless government permits us and things are safe, we don't want them.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
their safety, their life is much more important than anything else.
Yeah. Yeah. So, ma'am, lastly, my question is on assessments. How are teachers assessing the performances of students?
See,
Yeah.
for assessment of students, it was a bit difficult in the beginning.
Hmm.
We planned a lot many things were like how students are responding in class. We should develop rubrics and assess on that. But then ultimately, with the help of quizzes, Microsoft Forms. So what we did, we've increased objective questions to
Okay.
65%. So
Oh.
those objectives were totally application based, so that they should not find out answers through Google, and we've given them a time to solve those papers,
Okay.
right? And subjective was reduced to 30%, just to
Hmm.
see their creativity, so their
Hmm.
writing skills. We don't want that even they should forget how to write big answers and
Hmm.
all. Everything should be clear to them.
Hmm.
More of mind maps we gave, more of diagrams we gave,
Hmm.
and then asked them to create a PDF and upload through Microsoft Teams.
Wonderful.
So that is one way,
Hmm.
quizzing. So Microsoft Forms,
Hmm.
objective and subjective papers. So that was the way we assessed them. And
Wonderful, ma'am.
yes,
Hmm.
assignments and projects were also being given to
Hmm.
them to
Hmm.
check that how good are they on all
Okay.
these things. Hmm.
Wonderful. So, ma'am, has your workload increased since the onset of this new normal?
So it's different. It's not increased. So you feel your workload is increased when you find it's a work. When you find it's my hobby. I love it. I love doing it. For the betterment of kids and
Right.
for my empowerment.
Right.
So I don't find that. I'm rather happy that I've learned so many new things. Being a non-technical person, I've learned so much of things. So happy with the thing. Yes, but would love to have our students in the classroom back. But yes, this time my teachers will be more empowered because they've learned a lot during
Yeah.
this pandemic time. So classes will be lot more new strategies they've learned during this new normal. So of course we'll be giving better results. What I feel is.
Wonderful, ma'am. Wonderful. And with that, we'd like to, wish you the best and
Thank you.
thank you for joining us, and thank you for to our viewers for joining us. We'll see you in the next episode. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for inviting and giving me an opportunity to share my views. God bless you.
Thank you, ma'am.